Yeah, this ain't just talk. This is perspective. Yeah.
Real conversations, no filter, no script. Different views at the table, everybody gotta speak. From the wins to the losses, yeah, we been through it all. Now we back with a purpose every time that we call. This Cooley in the gang, where the real ones connect. Where the truth get heavy and the perspectives connect. We don't argue for noise, we build, we reflect. Every word got weight, every voice got respect. So listen close. You might hear something different. You might learn something.
What's going on, y'all? It's Thursday, and we are back. Cooley in the gang in the building. Glam Shane, I think you muted, so I'm gonna just go to the professor. How you doing, buddy?
Everything is well. Feeling good.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Shannon,
Hey. I'm well. Listen, it's my Friday, so I shall not complain.
I hope you're taking care. Oh my God, you need to mute the mic or turn it off before you move it like that.
I can't hear none of that, so I couldn't hear none of it.
Anyway, we are back. It's another Thursday. We got a good show today. Episode 3, The Messenger's Burden. We had a couple. Well, we only put up one poll this week for this one, I believe. As far as this one went, The Messenger's Burden. And this one was inspired by something you'll probably hear me say a lot, and it was something out of the group chat. Inspired this one. As you know, the professor and I, we coming to you live from Tampa. We love Tampa. Hello, Tampa. Tampa. Hope that gets into the algorithm. Tampa.
Whatever.
We coming to you live from Tampa. Shannon is home in North Carolina, and G is
MIA, baby.
Bruh.
But we're going to keep going. We're going to get it going. So the messenger's burden. So the question is, if you discovered your friend's significant other was cheating, are you saying something? And we're going to use significant other to start it off. So don't jump ahead of the game. Let's just start with, the basis of your friend's significant other was cheating. Would you say something?
Are you asking us to comment?
I don't know.
now?
Your look on your face looked like you was already a snitch. I mean, you had snitch written all over your body.
Oh, I'm definitely a snitch, but it also depends on, well, you said friend. So are you using like friend or friend loosely?
Okay, so you want me to edit what kind of friend it is? No, I mean, this is a friend. This is your good girlfriend. Ain't that what y'all say? My good girlfriend.
Oh, that's my good. Oh, I'm snitching. I'm snitching quick. Okay, maybe not real quick because I got to think about the appropriate way to present it. But I'm definitely snitching. I am, and I'm not going to think twice about it.
Even like now I am going to add a little on something. Like, but you don't even know the circumstances. Like you just tell her.
She can go find out what the circumstances is. Well, it also too, let me say this. So, you know me enough to know that, like, so if this is my good girlfriend and you know how I interact with my good girlfriend's significant others,
right?
They're my brothers. Like, they not
Right.
just her significant other. Like, you, my good girlfriend, your man is my brother. So if I see you out with someone else or doing something inappropriate, I'm going to make my presence known. So, one, I'm going to observe from.
I want you to know that I saw you see me.
I'm going to observe at first from a distance, see some things, and then I'm going to make my presence known. And then also, that's very in that in itself, that interaction between you, me, and her, is going to be very telling to a certain extent. And then I'm going to be like, oh, yo, I saw Joe and Keisha. Well, who's Keisha? I don't know. I don't know, but he was with Keisha over at the bar. They was real friendly. He said his
Okay.
cousin.
Professor, you tattling?
Jeez, man, that's kind of hard.
Okay.
One
You
of
see me out. You snitching?
I got what I got it. I got the idea. So one of our friends made a good point about something pertaining to this type of topic, and what he said is, what is the reason for me? What is the reason for you wanting to know or me telling the person? Because the problem is people want to know that information or be willing to tell that information, but the person that they're going to tell, all they're going to do is try to win an argument as opposed to making a change in that relationship. They just want to go in and say, oh yeah, so-and-so told me that she was out doing X, Y, and Z, but they have no plans on leaving. They have no plans on restructuring whatever that relationship is or anything. And all that does is create a divide between you and that person. The person that told and the person that you told that information to.
This is a rough one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everything is circumstantial. I would love to say yes, I would say something, but in all honesty, I think it really just depends on the situation. It really depends on how that circumstance goes. Maybe it's not something that needs to be told because both parties may already and that's another thing. We don't know what people do in their households. They may already have a certain understanding, and I'm just assuming one thing, but they have something else going on. And here I am. I think I'm doing the righteous thing, but all I did was expose my hand. I don't want to be in that position. I think that if I was in that position at all, I would probably say something to the person I caught. That would probably be my say something. I would just say to them like, yo, you know that this ain't right. Or you know that so-and-so, this ain't cool or whatever terminology I wanted to use.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. We into the show. G, if you discovered your friend's significant other was cheating, are you saying something? Now, we already in segment 1. So that's the question. Now, this is the caveat. You see it clearly. No rumors, no assumptions. Are you saying something? Do you tell your friend?
Okay, am I friends with both of them or am I just friends with one?
See, y'all and y'all caveats.
It's your friend's significant other.
Like, Mike, if I saw Shannon cheating on you, I'm telling like a motherfucker.
As you should.
Now, Shannon, if Mike cheated on you, no, I'm just joking.
No, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I would not expect for you to tell me what he's doing, what you saw him doing, because yes, you my brother, but I know at the end of the day, in a divorce, you rolling with him. You going with him. Well, we know you borderline there, but I understand that's your friend, that's your brother. Your loyalty lies with him first. So yeah, I might be like, you a snake, you know what?
His loyalty lies with us as a couple, but me as the brother.
Right. Like if it boiled down to it, like if you whooping my behind, I expect him to jump on his brother. But if you doing some shady stuff, I like cheating or something like that. I have absolutely no expectation for your friend group to come tell me.
What did the professor say?
He said he don't know. He's sitting on the fence.
I don't know because that's a really hard and maybe I don't maybe the reason why I say I don't know is because from a selfish perspective, because I know what people do. You tell Mike that. And what Mike does is go to Shannon and say, well, G said he saw you, such and such, such and such. Now, you and Shannon have an issue, and her and Mike still together. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Now you can't go over there for Thanksgiving no more because Mike
Right.
doesn't. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
you right.
It's just a crazy situation. And somebody brought this up a while ago that sometimes people just want information so that they can win an argument. That's where the problem comes in. They're not interested in making a change. They're just interested in being right.
What's up, Wayne? So, okay, so everybody is in agreement that, except for the professor, that Shannon, you are telling the friend, G, you're telling the friend, Professor, you got to think on it a second before you say something.
I gotta think about that shit, man. And it's really going to depend on the situation, man, because I just don't want to be in the middle of that shit, man. And I've been in the middle of bullshit like that before, and you wind up with the short end of the stick. Almost 90% of the time, you wind up with the short end of the stick. You call yourself doing the right thing, and women do that all the time. Women
it ain't 90%. It's like 98% of the time.
Right, it's high. You're gonna get the short end of the stick. Women do that shit all the time with their girlfriends. They tell their girlfriend they saw their man doing X, Y, and Z, and then her and the girl fall out because she don't want to break up with the dude.
That's because they both done.
I actually have a personal story where this actually did happen to me, because I didn't give my thought process on it. I didn't give my thoughts on it, but quick personal story. I have a very good friend, and I still apologize to her to this day about this. And I was engaged to a young lady, pre-Shannon, that's what we call it, P.S. I was dating this young lady, and she ended up being outside. And a friend of mine saw her outside and told me she saw her outside. And I don't want to say I didn't believe her. I did believe her, but I didn't want to believe it. And so I did approach her about it. And then, of course, there's always the defense thing. Oh, no, such and such is jealous or whatever. And I ended up going back to the friend that told me they saw her on some stuff like, are you sure it was her? Like, so when you go back to somebody and get to question them like that, are you sure you saw who you saw? Where was they at? What she had on? What was she eating? And that fractured our friendship, like, for a while. Like, the fact that I didn't believe her, like, at the end of the day. So I'm on the fence with the professor because I've been on the spectrum of the end where you do say something and it doesn't really go the way you planned it.
Yeah. That's a really hard question, man.
But it can also backfire at the same time, especially if it comes out that you knew and you didn't say anything.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
All righty.
Nope.
I don't like the structure. I want to just go. Okay.
No, we're gonna go because I want to put some stuff. I want to get some stuff in between that because we still got.
All right, you got the comments.
Yes, we got a nice bit of time still in segment 1. You are tuned into the Cooley the Gang show live every other Thursday night at 8 p.m. coming to you on YouTube and Facebook Live for the moment. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button. We are on a new mission this go around with Cooley the Gang, and we have some goals we want to accomplish and some big things we want to be able to do for you. So the only way to do that is you are our core. Share, and tell a friend about the Cooley the Gang show. This is episode.
I.e. Wayne and Mac, get off of Facebook and come on over to YouTube.
Okay, we're just gonna call you out. All right.
I am. We doing that.
This is episode 3, the messenger's burden, and the question that we are asking, the main basis of the show is: if you discovered your friend's significant other was cheating, are you saying something? You see it clearly, no rumors, no assumptions. So, if you're just tuning in, Shannon's telling, G's telling, the professor and I are kind of on the fence due to the repercussions of telling. So let me ask you this. Do you confront the significant other?
the person that's out
Yes.
out cheating. I think that's the better solution. Personally,
No, wait. Are you saying after he's been told, or
No, this is so you see them, you out and you see them. So we already talked about would you tell a friend? Y'all, everybody get their opinion. So now when you see them, are you going to confront the significant other?
That's a slippery slope as well. But go ahead, Professor.
So I would be more inclined to do something like that than to say something to the person I actually have the closest relationship to. And the reason why is because that gives that person an opportunity to make that right on their end and figure out what they're going to do with that information. They could decide whether or not they want to say something about it or not say nothing about it, or assume that I already said something about it. I may say to them, listen, you know that the way that you're moving is not the way that it's supposed to be. And I really don't want to tell him. So I would rather you say something before I say something. I would rather do it that way than to come to the guy and say something to him about that situation. Because again, that shit gets so nasty. Now, here's the thing. In doing it that way, let's say that they stay together. Again, it's a selfish reason why I'm doing it. I'm really doing it for my own personal relationship, truthfully. Because if I didn't care about my relationship, I just would tell him, right? But by me doing it that way, it preserves the entire relationship between me, that person, and my friend, because there is no secrets. There is no aha, caught you blindside, none of that. He said, she said, it's none of that. Because I already said to you, you need to make this right. And if you don't make it right, then I'm going to say something to you about. I'm going to say something to him about it. You're very well. You gotten a heads up on it.
So, with you doing it that way, are you also willing to stand on that? Because if you're saying you need to do X, Y, and Z before I do, but then you realize that they ain't saying nothing because
I ain't gonna say shit.
you still ain't.
They pulled my bluff card.
Exactly.
Bluffing.
So, and that's why I say it's a slippery slope. So, like based off of your question, and like I said, y'all know me. I'm walking up. Hey, G.
Yeah,
Hey, G dating my girl. I don't know G. You know G, my girl's man. Hey G, what you doing? Who this? So you know, like I'm gonna make my presence known that I see you. You see me, but
I'm just beginning to think my wife is messy.
I'm not messy, and it goes back to what Cindy is saying.
Violence. Yo, Shannon chooses violence.
It's going back to what Cindy said, and I'll touch on that in a second. But I felt like if I leave it with me confronting G, and I don't say nothing to my girl because I'm leaving it up to him because now he knows I know, but he tested my bluff. If and when my friend finds out, that's a whole nother issue because now my loyalty was never to her. My loyalty was to that man because I saw him. Yeah, I may have addressed him, but I didn't cover my girl. I didn't go to my girl. So my intentions is never to be messy, but my intentions, regardless of what my girl's end goal is, you have the facts laid on the table. You choose to stay with that man, that's on you. If I see him again after that, I'm not saying nothing at that point because I feel like I did what I was supposed to do as your friend, and you made your choice, and now I know where you stand in the situation. But I'm not going the first time I see my girl's man doing something, not say nothing at all because that's not fair to her to be walking around blindly. And if I say something to her and she said, well, you know, it's cool because we got X, Y. Okay, I heard you loud and clear. But I feel like it's as my friend who I am loyal to, who I love and I care about, I have to cover her feelings.
So I think Mike said it first. Whoever gets there first, I'm going with that. Because if I'm out in the club and you see me and you, hey G, hey G, hey Shannon, I just keep it pushing. I get home, I tell my old lady, hey, I saw your girl Shannon in the club. Oh, really? And that's gonna be the end of the conversation. Now, if another girlfriend sees me and you were there, and then the girlfriend goes and tells her, "Oh, G was in the club. I saw him all up on so and so. Shannon was in there too." Now she come back and like, Shannon, did you see my man in the club? Do you tell?
Yup.
Okay, so you're still gonna tell regardless. I'm with you on that, but I can finesse my way out of some kind of bullshit because I already told her that you was in there, so I ain't hiding nothing. So she knows that
You are hiding something.
No,
You just told her
I
that
am,
was there.
but I got the trump card. Was Shannon saw me there? I told her that you was in there, and you didn't go tell on me. So now, if you go back later and be like, "Oh yeah, he was in the club with so and so and so and so," it wasn't me.
Let me say something.
So it wasn't me.
All right,
so
Shay. All right, Shay.
So like Mike said, I feel like the first person there, as far as me telling his significant other, I don't think that's my place. So, if I see her out there cheating, I don't think I'm going to go to her and say, look, hey, I'm here. I see you, you see me. I'm going to tell him if you don't tell him. That ain't my place. That's between them. And like I said, if they decide to break up, they break up. If they don't break up, fuck it. I'll still be there for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. So I had a friend that got into a situation like this. She went into a bar and she saw one of her homegirls' husband in there with another chick. She said she sat back and watched the relationship between the two. She said she could tell that it wasn't a co-worker friendly type of thing because he was rubbing on her, grabbing on her, and shit like that. So when she told me about the story, she said, yo, I'm really conflicted on what I should do. She said, I don't know if I should tell her because this guy has been doing other things that she's aware of and she hasn't left him. I feel like if I tell her, it's not going to do anything. But if I don't tell her and I consider her my friend, I'm being less than a friend if I don't tell her, right? I said, well, I'm gonna tell you this. If you tell her, be comfortable with losing a friend. She said, why would I lose a friend? I said, because that's how people are. People become embarrassed when they still deal with somebody that you now know, not something speculative, but what somebody else said. You now know that your man is dragging out here and you're still with him. And I know that he's doing it now. Not that you speculated or you said you thought, heard, or believe, and you stayed with him anyway. What did she do? She told him. The girl stopped talking to her immediately. And I told her, I said, as long as you're comfortable with that happening, then, it's fine. Her response was, I'm okay with her stopping, not speaking to me anymore because I'm a good person. And I was a genuine friend to her. And if she decided to stop speaking to me because I was a genuine friend to her, then she was never, I guess she never was my friend then. But I'm not going to not say anything knowing that was on my plate and I could have said something and I didn't. And I get that perspective. I really do. That's why I started it off with saying from a selfish perspective. That's why it's a high probability I wouldn't say shit. I'm just being honest. It's a high probability I wouldn't. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts on it. I've definitely been on the downside of those type of situations. Where somebody, he say, she say type of shit. Matter of fact, I had a scenario where the girl, I wasn't even dealing with the damn girl. The girl, homegirl, came up to me and another girl, and me and the girl standing there talking in the gym, and she came right over and said, wasn't you just at my homegirl house the other night? I said, no, I wasn't. Which I wasn't. She said, because she said you was there. I said, okay. So when the girl walked away, the girl that I was talking to said, the funny thing is she don't even know who I am, right? She don't know what me and your relationship is. She said, now, if I would have slapped the shit out of her when she walked over here, it'd have been a different thing. But my point to all that is this. That is a very touchy situation. And I don't think there is a right or wrong answer to that. I think it really just depends on how you feel about that situation in that moment.
Okay. All right. Because we got a couple more minutes for this segment. So I just want answers on this one. And I'm gonna start with G. That's why the rest of y'all think about it. Is your silence loyalty or betrayal?
To who? Him or her?
To your friend.
I'm gonna go with betrayal.
Shannon, is your silence loyalty or betrayal?
Definitely betrayal.
Yeah, y'all got to stand on betrayal because y'all said y'all was gonna tattletale.
See something, say something.
Professor, is your silence loyalty or betrayal?
I don't see how it's not betrayal. I don't see how you could fit it in any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this question right here is going to be our poll question. Also, I wish we had a bell to ring. There we go. Our poll question is coming up, and I'm gonna go ahead and just post it now because this is our first time. So we are going to, for the first time, attempt to put the poll inside of the live, and you all should be able to vote on it. I have not seen this done. We haven't even tested it, but here we go. The poll question is: does marriage change your obligation to tell? Does marriage change your obligation to tell? All right, who are we gonna start with? Professor, does marriage change your obligation to tell?
Does marriage change? So if the two people are married, does it change your obligation to tell?
Yes.
Damn, yo. If they're married,
So can they vote? They can vote in the
Yes,
and
everybody in your chat. So from what I understand, I guess you just type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. I'm hoping that this thing automatically calculates, so we'll just go and count ourselves. But that's our poll question. It should be up. I see it on the screen right now. So,
does marriage change?
Does marriage create a great? I'm sorry. Does marriage change your obligation to tell?
I'm gonna just say depends. I'm gonna just.
Corey, you said both. You got to put. Oh no, Corey said both. You got to pick 1, 2, or 3. Corey, my bad.
Nah. Yeah, that shit. That's rough. Does it change your obligation to tell?
The two people are married. Does it change their obligation to tell? Oh, for me, no. I already said you gotta tell.
What are y'all doing?
Ain't nobody. Y'all gonna answer? I want y'all to answer too.
G
he did. I didn't hear his answer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I say no because I'm telling both ways.
You are both of them.
Yep.
You bisexual telling, huh?
Yep.
Mike, you haven't answered none of these questions though. You keep throwing them out. I ain't heard you answer not one.
I already said as far as me telling, I'm going to be on the fence about it because I know what it looks like on the other end when the person doesn't believe you and it fractures a friendship.
Okay.
Does marriage? I don't think. Does marriage change my obligation to tell? Yes, it does. Yes, marriage definitely changes my obligation to tell.
So boyfriend and girlfriend, you like, but marriage, you like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling.
Yeah. I think marriage changes it because it's like, I mean, people say, like, you see females all the time. Oh yeah, I'll date a dude with I'll date a dude with a girlfriend, but I ain't messing with no man with a husband. Like,
well, I hope she wouldn't be messing with a man with a husband.
Have you not heard people say that before? I hear that. Yeah. I've heard that a lot. Like
I've heard people say like that.
Yeah, I've heard that. So I mean,
they the same one.
So I mean, I guess I'm one of them people. Yeah, if you're married, I'm definitely telling.
They the same ones that just don't want nobody know that they're doing it.
So I don't see the poll working. We're gonna have to test this out because those numbers not moving. But I see in here for the most part everybody.
And I'm looking on YouTube and it's nowhere for me to what's your name?
Yeah. So from what we can see, I'm just gonna tally it up for y'all.
The ones got it.
Yeah,
the ones.
Majority of the room is saying yes. Marriage definitely changes the obligation to tell.
Yeah.
Shannon said no. She telling. Well, we are. I'll
And
come
like
to
I
find
said,
out
and
just from this show. My wife is a snitch, and she messed up.
and for me, like I said, I think at that point I know my girls. I will hope I know my friends well enough, and I feel like even if you're not married, I'm telling, because if he's doing this to you and you're serious about what your life, then we need to you need to get. I'm gonna tell you so you can do what you need to do to get that placeholder out your life who's blocking your husband from coming,
Not that placeholder though.
because that's what he is right at that moment. He's just a placeholder.
A Boaz. Shannon been in church and she got baptized today.
Hey,
I see
hallelujah.
it. I see it.
Probably
in the-
right.
she in the Bible.
I'm living in a whole new house. She talking about I gotta try to stop cussing so much. I feel bad when I cuss around Shannon now. Like, so I'm really trying to be conscious because I know she's being conscious. So it kind of creates for me to kind of be conscious myself. Even though some days I just let them, they just come out. But I definitely try to be more conscious of it because I know her journey that she's on. So I'm trying to be like, okay. But some things I ain't gonna stop because I'll drink in front of I'm getting toe up from the flow up, about ready to throw up. You know what I'm talking about?
She drinking cranberry juice.
No,
that
it
ain't
ain't.
cranberry juice. That's
It ain't. Lee, shut up.
So all right, so let's move on. Segment 2, different rules, different relationships. Do men and women handle this differently?
How the hell?
That's the liquor. Do men and women handle situations like this differently?
Yes.
The talent?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's because women are more emotional, so we act off of emotion, and like Rudy said, he gonna think about it. He gonna do a little this, a little that, and then he still ain't gonna snitch, but he gonna think about it first. I'm just straight snitching.
So this is okay. Y'all are like, I don't know, man. Y'all.
You know, the funny thing is, most of the stuff that I found out about somebody I might have been dating really came from guys, honestly. And honestly, I really haven't figured out why they're telling me, to be honest with you. I played with that idea on multiple occasions, and I know it's coming from one or two places. Some people are telling themselves, Rudy's a good guy, he don't deserve it. And other people are saying, I want to see Rudy hurt because I haven't seen it. So I think you have to, relationships with people, period, is so sketchy, man. You really don't know it's hard to tell who your real genuine friends are, because they can mask themselves so well, and then you really don't figure it out or find out until something happens that's questionable, and you realize that if this person was my friend, I wouldn't have had to ask them not to do or to do certain things. I don't know, man. It's funny because as we get older, I think we see more and more relationships go by the wayside because a lot of people just not genuine, man. We living in an age where being fake is a sport. Like, people are really good at being fake.
I agree. True friendships, and I think this might be kind of taking it left, but true friendships are definitely hard. I don't think a true friendship is hard to maintain, honestly. I think as long as everybody,
when it comes to relationships or
true friendships, just friendships, like
friendship,
like,
friendship. Oh yeah,
okay, like the three of us, we've known each other since freaking middle school. It's not too many female friend groups that live the same, have that same. Shannon, I didn't take you off. You did that yourself. It's not too many female friend groups that have that length in their friendships. Now Shannon and her group, they definitely
use a lie.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not a common thing when it comes to females. Like, it's really not.
It is, but the thing is, they're not always as large as your friend group or my friend
I
group.
disagree.
You'll be surprised how many people have at least one friend or two that they've been friends with since they were younger. I know quite a few people, but they're not as you have a large friend group that go way back yonder. I have a large friend group that go way back yonder, but a lot of people don't have them on the size that we have them. That's very rare to have them as large as we have them and like still be friends 30 plus years later. Like now that's rare, but there are people and there's people in your friend reach that yeah, because I won't say that they're necessarily like your friends, your best friends, but even some of your female best friends, look at their best friends. Oh, sorry, their best friends or whatever. Like they have been friends with their best friends for years, like going way back. Like it's not as rare as you think. It's just that they're not all as big as the ones that we have.
Okay,
and Lee, can I answer Lee?
Yeah.
Lee, my loyalty is not to that man.
What did he say?
He asked, once I see the dude cheating on my friend, do I give him the chance to make things right? That's a good question. That's between them. Like at that point, that he makes it right with her. Yeah, go. Like I said, I'm gonna give my friend the information. I'm gonna give the information. And like I said, I'm not a person that moves in malice. So I'm not doing it to hurt my friend, even though I know it can hurt her. But my intentions is not. Here's the information. Do what with it as you will. Either way, as the friend that I am, I'm gonna be right there with you regardless. You stay with the bum's still gonna be my brother. I'm gonna be side-eyeing you, but he's still around. He's still around. So I must, you know what I mean? Like, but it's his job then to make it up to her once they have whatever discussion they have for how they're gonna move forward.
So y'all, we've all touched on it in this segment, right? So you're tuned into the Cooley the Gang show live every other Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, and for a short period of time, also Facebook. If you do not know how to find us on YouTube, hit that QR code right there. That's the easy way for you. You scan that QR code, it's going to take you right to YouTube because that will be our future home moving forward. So please join us on YouTube within the next few episodes.
No. You keep extending it. You keep extending it.
I really wish you would.
No, because you need a whipping.
Damn.
As we were saying, we were talking about friend groups. So I think this is an easy question for y'all. Does the friendship level matter in a situation like this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does the friendship level matter?
So we just cool, but we ain't really we ain't like that. Do it matter? Yeah, it would matter. I mean, but I probably won't say nothing anyway.
Yeah, we know you. The professor Stone.
It's good to know that if I wanted to run wild, I could do it around Rudy.
Yeah, he ain't telling me nothing.
nothing.
He ain't saying nothing.
No. See, this is Rudy. I mean, Professor. Sorry, this is Professor. He may not say nothing to you directly, but we're gonna be in an atmosphere, and he gonna say something real slick that only I will pick up, and I'm gonna have in my head like, wait a minute, a minute, which now gonna put me on, make me uneasy, get my wheels. That's what he gonna do, and sit in the corner and chuckle the whole time because he can then watch and from across the room the wheels turning. That's how he would do it.
I know exactly what he would do. If we were all out together in an atmosphere and you walked away and saw somebody you worked with and we're over there talking. Now you were just with us. All three of us were out. Let's say all of us right here. Cooley the Gang is out. We up at Tom's. We chilling, hanging, drinking, doing our Cooley the Gang thing. Shannon walks off to talk to a coworker. this motherfucker right here gonna look at me. Oh, we ain't supposed to be cussing. I'm sorry, YouTube. He gonna look at me and be like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, she worked with him." You think he fucking her? Think he fucking? That's exactly. He gonna throw it out there something like that. You think he fucking her? I already know how he would do it. No, man, that's just our coworker. Oh, all right. Well, what would you do if he was? That's what he would do. I already know.
And he laughing hard because he knows.
Yeah, I already know.
Neither
I know
one of
exactly
us are
how it would go
lying.
down. I know exactly how that situation will go down. It will go down exactly like that. Daryl, you were late coming in and talking about what we talking about. Let me put the question back up for Daryl. So another cat. All right, let's add this on. So we already established the fact that marriage matters. If they married, it matters. Friend levels matter. Do children matter?
After them kids. Say no.
So if you saying
if they have children together, yeah.
How old are the kids?
See, now matter, the age matters, so it matters how old the kids are.
I mean, if they little kids, it might. If they're 16, 17, no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because for me, I feel like you know, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm only staying for the kids or whatever." So like, if they little kids and you feel like they're gonna stay for the little kids, sure. If they big kids, fuck them kids, and then yeah, you just tell.
Which is now that's also a good topic I just recently saw, and I meant to tell you that right there, what G just said. But no, the kids don't matter. The kids don't matter.
And we're still talking about the same thing. You didn't caught the woman or the guy messing with somebody else, and they have children involved.
They have children
together.
Does it change it now? Does it? Because you're the only one on the fence, really.
Yeah.
Now does it change? I'm trying to get to the level that it takes for you to be like, no, I'm just gonna say something because we ain't found it yet.
Well, Rudy said, Professor said the marriage was
marriage.
One.
Yeah, okay,
marriage was the only thing.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
No, he's no. Oh
yeah, he did say it depends.
He said, yeah, but I probably still ain't gonna tell is what he said.
Yep.
Children involved. I don't know. I probably still wouldn't say nothing, dog. But I'm telling you, so my reasoning for not saying something is really a personal reason. I'm not saying it's right. It's really my own selfish personal reason. Now, if I don't really, if I don't care about the relationship, I'm probably quicker to say something about it. You know, I might shoot it at you just because, like, all right, well, you get mad, you don't tell them, okay, well, you know, I understand that. Enjoy your life. But if I care about the relationship, it might be a little difficult for me, or I may second guess saying something only because, like the example that G gave. Let's say I like going to the cookout and the Thanksgiving thing at your house, and something happens between you guys. Me saying something does alter that, whether I want it to or not. It's going to alter it. So the question I would be asking myself is, do I want to say something knowing that it is going to alter it, no matter what happens? If you stay, go, whatever. And I don't know if I would. I just don't. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying it's right. So
for me, I felt like, and I feel like I kind of feel what the professor is saying. Now, if y'all are like habitual cheaters and y'all have done this before, over and over and over again, it doesn't make sense for me to tell. That's the only time I probably would not tell if this is something that y'all do. Y'all gonna cheat every other 2 years and then go on a vacation. I look up on Facebook, y'all taking hella pictures together because one of y'all just got caught cheating. Normally, y'all only do this when it's cheating, ground control type of stuff. This is what y'all do. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. I'm
Mhm.
not that guy to go and tell them because y'all already know that both of y'all are pieces of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And they're gonna get mad with you.
Cause I told or cause I didn't
Yeah.
tell.
Because you
Because you
told.
Yeah, see, no, and I'm still coming to Thanksgiving dinner.
Everybody be looking at you crazy. Giving you the chicken leg with the smallest one. With me hanging off of it.
Ain't no sweet potato pie, nothing yet.
You are tuned into the Cooley The Gang Show, episode 3, The Messenger's Burden. Do me a favor, those of you just coming in, hit that like button, hit that share button. We need those likes. We need to get this video in the algorithm. We need to get this show in the algorithm, so we can start doing big things for not just this show, but for you guys. Like, I got a lot of things in mind I would like to do, and we need you to get started on doing it. All right, so the question that we're going to end this segment on: who handles the truth better when it involves someone they love?
Oh my God.
Fuck. Men or women? This a men and
Yeah.
women shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who
So who handles the truth better when it involves someone they love? So now all the questions that I've asked you all about seeing that significant other and if you tell or not. This is your friend. You know they in love with the person that you just saw out. Like everything is there. Who handles it better when it involves someone they love? Men or women?
So
Ne-
do I have to say men or women?
I was gonna say
Can I
neither.
just say, can I just say an emotionally intelligent person? Because that's the only person that's gonna handle it in a decent way. Because everybody else, so the problem with I don't want to say the problem, but with women are emotional.
Mhm.
So they're gonna get emotional about it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem or the issue with men is I saw this lady talking about this some years ago. And what she said is the reason why men are easier or are more than likely to separate from their significant other when their significant other has cheated is because men see things from more of a 3D perspective, or no, a 5-dimensional perspective. That's what she said. She said men can actually smell it, see it, taste it, everything. They like a fly on the wall. They playing the whole situation in their mind and they can't let it go. So when we get that type of information, we didn't put a whole story together of how it went. She told me she was going to the club. She ain't going to fucking club. She went over, got in that nigga car, and she went around the corner. She ain't even go to his house. She went
That's
in
me.
an alley somewhere.
I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
She went around the corner and was standing in a puddle of urine and was doing some craziness, right? So you can't come back home after that. I'm sorry. So I think the only person who can handle that is somebody that is emotionally intelligent and has worked on their emotions. And I know this is not the answer you're looking for, but another thing that I've learned specifically with men, most men get emotional about those scenarios because they are not in a place that they want to be for their life. Men that had a stuff together and really are comfortable of who they are and where they're going in life and what they're doing, they don't get overly worked up about those situations because they know that this is a thing that happens and I can move on from this and I can find somebody else that I love as well. Though it may bother me, I can pivot from that. But because I have something else that's underlying, that's generally what men do. Men, we compare ourselves a lot. And that comparison is what bothers some men.
G? Who handles the truth better when it involves someone they love?
I'm gonna go with the professor.
And an emotionally intelligent individual?
Yeah. So since we've been talking about this, in my mind, like I keep going back and forth, and it keeps bringing me back to the best man. The best man with Morris
Chestnut and them.
Morris Chestnut and them. It keeps bringing me back to that. And he was ready to kill Tay Diggs and everything. And this was something that happened like years before they got engaged. This is like college. And then I felt like everybody had read that book. Everybody knew what had happened. They started putting the pieces together, and nobody went and told him what happened. He had the bachelor party, reading the book, trying to finish the book because he didn't hit the book. Reads the book, he gets ready to throw his ass over the balcony. He was through the roof. He was ready to kill this guy. So that's why I say I gotta go with the professor, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're not emotionally ready or stable or anything, you done crashed out, burnt out, flipped out, fucked out, and all that other stuff. So
Every
the
episode
professor
seems to
for
go
one.
back to episode. Every episode goes back to
Go back
episode
to
one.
episode one.
Every episode goes back to episode one.
Absolutely, professor's right. I'm going with the professor.
Mrs. Coombs.
I said neither, but Rudy's right. I mean, Professor's right. The person, it would only take someone like that. You know, I watch a lot of crime TV. Okay, I watch a lot of crime TV. So we as women, even though as Professor just described, like what men go through, I was like, yo, that's me. I put a whole story together in my head about a lot of things daily. But women are naturally emotional, so we're going to immediately respond off of emotions. And then with men it's crazy because men can do all the dirt, but they can't take the dirt that comes back. So it's one of those things, like, you know, questions that always asked is like, if your woman cheat, can you go back? And for a lot of men, it's like, no, absolutely no. And men will be quick to kill her too. They kill. Y'all kill a lot. Y'all kill a lot over cheating. A lot. Y'all watch a lot of crime TV, and I know women do too, but
I think it depends on how you get caught cheating.
Over cheating, like women kill, but over cheating, men kill more when they think their woman has stepped out on them, disrespected them, or is leaving them.
I feel like if I come home and she's sucking dick, then yeah, I gotta like kill her.
I gotta kill. No, what?
But at the same time, Rudy comes back and like, yo, I saw your girl sucking dick. Now I gotta go ask her the question before I kill her. Like, it's one of those types of things. I don't think men are just out here killing for cheating. Like he said.
I didn't say all of them, but
just so you know, the Cooley and the Gang show is against anybody putting their hands on anybody. We love everybody. Nobody should put their hands on anybody. I just want to say that. YouTube, we love everybody.
I'm just telling y'all what I see on all my crime shows that I watch all day long.
But that is true. I will give you all that. Okay. So that was a fairly easy one. So just to recap, we went through the code. Everybody knows what the code is, right? The code. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to tell, you're going to say something. We went through the code. Then we went through different rules, different relationships. Now let's talk about the fracture. You tell them, they stay. Now you're the problem. This goes back to what the professor said.
I'm the problem.
Because that's exactly what happens in a lot of those relationships. And that friend that you were trying to help, you become the problem, and they move that anger and anxiety onto you. I watched something and the person said a lot of I'm gonna just say heinous things have done with the best intentions. A lot of the worst things in the world have been done with the best intentions. So you have told her something or told him something with the best intentions in mind. However, it created a fallout that you were not even considering as a possibility because of where you stood in that scenario. I always use that example of, are you prepared to lose that person that you consider a friend? If you're prepared to lose that person as a friend, then go ahead and say it. If you're not prepared to lose that person as a friend, you need to be strategic of how you handle relationships or other people's relationships, because that is definitely a high probability. Because again, people don't want to really separate. First of all, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna just say
it. This is CNTG.
No, I'm not doing it. So people. Not Mario. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
And how about Cooley answer some questions, because I did get from a few people that you on here and or you're not the same as Margaret. When you walking around his house and you talking trash and you doing like you real. So I'm gonna need you to
Engage.
yes, and stop just narrating the narration, because people want to see Cooley be Cooley too. So I'm gonna need you to come on.
I mean, what question do you have for me?
The same questions you asking us, you ain't really answering.
I answered all the questions. I'm on the. What did I say?
Thank you, Professor, because I saw the look. You're not, but
I
it's
did
okay.
answer all the questions. I said, in the beginning, what I tell. I said, I was on the fence because I've seen the other side of it, where we are now, fracture the friendship. When the person doesn't believe it.
You go ahead and answer this question.
Oh, what was this question?
So you threw it out there, sir.
Oh, oh no. What was the question?
How do you have
a fracture, brother?
How do
a
you
fracture?
Fracture.
That wasn't a question.
That was the fracture. Are you?
You say something, you tell them, they stay. Now you're the problem. I've been there. That is exactly where I was. Somebody said something to me. I tried to stay, and the person that told me was the problem now. They weren't necessarily the problem in my eyes, but to the person that they told on, they were a problem. They were,
So you went back and snitched and said so-and-so said? Because that's the only way they're going to become a problem is if you snitching on the person who looking you out. Oh, okay.
He wanted to win an argument. That's what I was talking about. That was an example of what I was talking about.
So you caused the problem.
But that's not true. That's not true. I did not snitch.
Did you tell the person's name?
No, I didn't have to.
You say?
First of all, this is a long time ago. So I'm not even going. One thing I ain't never going to do to y'all is lie. So I'm not going to. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I can say that when it all came out, the person, they remembered locking eyes and seeing each other. So when I came back with the information, it was basically on the table of where I got it from.
Somebody told me that you was in
Double T Diner. That's what it was.
Double T Diner on a Tuesday at 9 p.m. with a black shirt on, and it was a guy, he had a white tee on, and y'all both had milkshakes together.
I mean, that's how it goes. Like I said, I've seen it from the other end. So I am going to probably stutter step when it comes to telling if I see something happening, because that fracture, man, like if the truth cost the friendship, was it worth it?
So I think, and I actually thought about that, and I didn't even realize that this was going to be one of the questions before.
Is one of those raggedy ass kids in the garage with you?
No, I think it's about the storm, and your screens are going crazy right now. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get ready to close the thing, but I'm gonna need to call one of your children to hold the curtains up. But and I thought about that, and I think that like as long as I've been friends with my friends, if I'm bringing it to them, I'm coming prepared to know that is the possibility that I can lose my friend over the information that I share. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna judge you if you stay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna judge you just a little bit.
I respect that honesty.
Just a little bit, but at the same time, let me take that back, because I also I've said before in the conversations that we had before on the other show that we had, that like if I found out that you cheated, I wouldn't necessarily walk away. Like I would it's a conversation that we need to have before I make certain decisions. So because she didn't walk away, I can't necessarily judge her wholeheartedly, but I think I would be prepared knowing that it is a possibility that she's going to blame me or feel some type of way towards me for it, and I can accept that. But so do you? I mean, it'll hurt. It'll hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that blame is coming from more of a embarrassment? Is it embarrassment? Is it Anger.
It could be embarrassment. It could be that they just, some people feel like, oh no, I know my man. I know my man. My man wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm lying. I'm jealous. You know what I mean? Like
And
it
that's when the
can,
conflict starts in the friendship. Like that.
yeah,
That's when
like
it starts to
it
get
can
hurtful
stem
and
from
personal. Right
a
there.
lot of places.
Yeah.
But if that's what it is, that's what it is. But I can, like I said, I know that I came to you as a genuine friend, giving you some information that I felt like you needed to do what, like I said, do what you will with it. I, but here it is. But know that because you chose this one time to shun me, to turn your back on me because of what I brought to you, that I don't think I would necessarily wholeheartedly close the door on them that first time. So once you find out, I'm still gonna be that friend and be like, let's talk. Come on, let's talk. Like I've been waiting, like I've been waiting for you. so Shannon, you can cheat on Mike. I won't say anything, but I need to borrow. Okay, I'm going on mute real quick.
So
I would. Boy, this people crazy. Go ahead, G.
I'm kind of like, I don't. So is cheating the end all, the be all? Like it, are you cheating, or did you cheat, or you cheated, or
is you just doing a little over the top, a little aggressive flirting? Like, I mean, you
yeah,
going to ruin somebody's relationship over some aggressive flirting?
Flirting is the devil's workshop.
we all at the club, and we got a section, and girls is in the section, and we all just chatting, drinking, and just having a good time. Your wife's cousin comes over and sees us sitting down. She goes back and tell, oh yeah, they had some girls in the section. Is that cheating or cheated? Are we cheaters? Like, is it worth going back telling your friend or whoever that I saw your guys in the club with talking to some girls? Like, that's the club.
They do it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it, like with the malice in your heart of going back and telling is gonna be what would say, I don't want to, I'm gonna end our friendship. Like Mike seeing my girl ride down the street in the car with a dude. I know she with her cousin. Mike don't know who she with. Mike comes back and tells me, oh, I saw your girl riding down the street with a guy. Now me and Mike beefing. Because I done went back to her and said, I heard you was riding down the street with a dude. And then I think it would be like the reason for telling, if there was something to get out of it. If it's going to be to break them up, then no. If it's going to be to save a relationship, or if the relationship can be possibly saved, that would be one thing. But I wouldn't care. I'm still coming to Thanksgiving.
I think if the truth cost the friendship, was it worth it? And I think it's not worth it.
The truth isn't worth our friendship.
No,
so if I see Shannon,
friendships.
That's what I'm saying. I see Shannon cheating, I tell you, me and you not friends no more.
But I think it's a part that we kind of missing. Like, I think we kind of missing the value that we have placed on that friendship. Like, if you come to me with information like that, and you're my brother, we have been friends thick and thin, and I know as my friend that you have no malice in your heart, why should I not listen to you?
That's what I'm saying. That's okay in theory, but that's what I'm saying.
It should be. But that's how it should be. Like, and that is honestly how I try to, like. There will be emotions. Like, of course, I can only speak outside of it now because I'm not in it. Because then there's emotions involved, and then and I already proved to myself that I did it the wrong way once. So my goal is now to do it the right way. Well, hopefully this shit don't happen. I don't even know them, but my goal would be to do it the right way, and the value that I place on my friendships, I feel like I have to listen to you. Like, I have to.
Yeah. It's like most things in life, especially as we get older and realize that you only really have a few people that you can actually call friends. A lot of these people are really just associates, and you just people you've encountered. And honestly, you have some people that you've known for 10, 20 years. And I mean, I'm gonna say it, and I know it's gonna sound a little messed up, but they're just convenient. You have people that are in your life that are just around because they're just around. I mean, in all honesty, if they called you at 2:00 in the morning and they needed a jump, you would be thinking to yourself, like, yo, why you ain't call somebody else? What you call me for? As opposed to, all right, yo, where you at? I'm on the way. That's a different type of thought process and response to people that you supposedly or people think that they're your friends. If it costs the relationship or the friendship, is it worth it? My father asked me a question years ago because me and my ex were having a disagreement, and he said, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And unfortunately there are some scenarios that do fall in that category. I would love to say in a perfect world, while both can't be true, but some situations you got to pick a side. Sometimes you want to be happy. You don't want to just be right. You don't want to just do whatever the right thing is. Yo, this guy, yo. No, that's my oldest son. But my second oldest son.
Man, don't do. All right, go ahead.
You know who you are, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, being right and being happy sometimes don't go together. I was speaking to someone about an argument I had with a young lady I call my sister. Love her to death. But me and her have difference of opinions when it comes to politics and it comes to police interaction with the youth, or I don't want to say the youth, with people of color, right? And I noticed that every time we have these conversations, they're not a conversation about facts. They're a conversation about ethics. Like, is this the right thing to do? And it's interesting because I don't think we need to argue ethics. If you see your friend's significant other doing something that they would not approve of and you saw it, ethically, is it appropriate to tell? Yes. But in reality, does it make sense to tell? Not always. And me and somebody else were talking about that, and he made a good comment. He said there is a such thing as situational ethics. It's not always just blanket, has to be this way because it's absolutely correct. But there are some situations where you apply certain ideologies and say, yo, this is not really the best thing for you to do in this moment.
Shout out to Corbin. Corbin said this. My guy. Corbin said exactly, I guess, the right thing. If your lady's cheating, and it's gonna jeopardize our friendship because I told you the truth, then we probably shouldn't have been friends, or we probably wouldn't be friends, or we just ain't never been friends. You that guy that I should have called somebody else when I was broke down on the side of the road because you wasn't coming. So yeah, no. Yes, my answer is yes. Is it worth it? Yeah.
So let me ask this question, because we're talking about us giving the information to our friends. If we see something, what is your thoughts on how would you want your friend to present it to you? Like the shoe on the other foot. Your friend sees your people's out doing some stuff. Is your expectation for your friend to tell you? Go ahead, Mr. Coombs.
As long as you don't tell me the way this mofo would, I'm cool with it. Like, just don't beat around the bush. Don't get the coming up and like, we were Shannon last night. Like, don't know. Just tell me. Like, I don't want to play no guessing games. Like rip the Band-Aid off. Just tell me, like, man, look, Shannon was out last night and she had her tongue so far down this dude's throat, I thought she tickled his ass. Like, tell me. Like, don't beat around the bush. I don't want to play 50 questions. Like, yo, you know this dude right here that I got a picture. No, just tell me. Period. Don't like, what the fuck you got to tell me? Yeah, this is gonna be a long weekend now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Do I want somebody to tell me?
No, that's not what you said.
No, that's the question
Yes.
she asked.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you said how do you like how?
No,
should they
I
present
said,
it?
do you
want
would
them to
like
tell
because
me?
the question is, would we tell our friend if we saw their significant others? And yeah, we'll snitch, but what if, even though you'll snitch or you won't snitch, doesn't necessarily mean that you want it the same way. So that's what I'm asking.
I'ma tell
Like,
you this,
So you
right?
asking how would you want to present it to you?
I'm gonna tell you
no,
this.
or would you want to present?
Oh,
Period.
okay.
When I was younger, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I would want them to tell me how it came out, because even things said in the most cruel ways, you know, the information is still there. But as I get older, I think more like I think it was Nikki Giovanni. Did y'all see that video with Nikki Giovanni when she told in an interview, forgot who she was in an interview with. What she said was, I want you to lie to me like you lie to that white man.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't want you to come. You go to work and give him the best of you, and you come home and give me the worst of you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put that smile on like you put that smile on at work. I don't. If it's not affecting our relationship, now I'm gonna say this now because we're talking about this again. I'm a firm believer that if you're in tune with your partner, you already know if they're doing something. So me telling you
Yes.
that information, what is that really going to do? I mean, honestly, what does that do? That's going to tell you something that you already know, and you're still not going to do anything about it because you haven't done anything about the fact that you felt some kind of way already. So what was my purpose of even saying it? I mean, I'm I could be overthinking a lot of this stuff, which is a high probability, but again, it's just a selfish way. It's a selfish way of thinking about it.
Can I say something before you go, G? I'm sorry. Since y'all want me to talk so damn much. I've said this to Shannon on numerous occasions, and you don't have to agree with me or whatever. I tell Shannon all the time, if you do something, just don't let me find out. I don't care. Like, just love me enough to hide it from me. You know, I feel the more effort you put into keeping that shit away from me, you really still invested in us. Now, we all lived off of Liberty Road. So let's say
No,
me
I
and
didn't.
Shannon, shut up.
Oh, I did.
Let's say me and Shannon lived off Liberty Road and she up at Corinthians getting fondled by some stranger. Why the fuck you at Corinthians? Why you ain't at a hotel where can't nobody see you? Like, if you're out in the open like that, doing something like that, I
You wanna
believe
get
that
caught.
you just don't care at that point. And I don't think we really took that into perspective. Like, if you're out in the open like that, you don't even care anymore.
That's the point.
So
So do you tell them?
hell yeah. Now I'm backtracking on everything I said. Like, if you are out in the open like that, and every one of us that lives in wherever you live in, if you in Maryland, you in North Carolina, you in Georgia, everybody says the same thing about their city. Man, it's so small.
It's so small. Mhm.
Everybody know everybody. So if you still around the way, what back in the day, the movie theater, everybody Hoyts. Go to Hoyts. You know, gee, ain't nobody go to security. You wasn't taking the jump off to security. You wasn't taking that ugly muggly to security. You was taking our Hoyts all the way out by the airport because you knew there was a high probability nobody would see you out there. If you were in the neighborhood doing nonsense with somebody else, then
You want to be caught.
you want
You don't care.
you
Yeah,
don't even
you don't
care.
care. You're right. I mean, that's a good point.
I ain't had no girlfriend, so I ain't had to take nobody nowhere. We went right to the
You always better than us. Ain't you?
the Chevy Cavalier. Back seat of my Jeep. Let's swing an episode.
Yeah.
watch anime, turn it up real loud.
I didn't mean to take that away from you, G, but
No, but that was a good point though that you made though.
I kind of feel like the same way. I guess I would want to know.
How you want to present it to you though? You want to present it in the professor way, or you just want me to come and tell you? That's our new thing. There's a professor way.
No, the professor way's out. The professor way's out. The professor way gonna have me like Morris Chestnut hanging a motherfucker over the balcony. Yeah, no, not the professor way. I guess just to know, I would want to know. And I guess it would depend on who it was from and what they saw and what really happened. Because I feel like the moment I got all my ducks in a row and I know exactly what happened and I go present it to her and she lies to me, now I got a super attitude and now she's hanging off the side of the building.
See, there you go. What I tell you about men. What I tell you about men. There we go.
Absolutely. Like I said, it depends on what it was. You know what I mean? Like if she was cheating and she had been doing this for a long time and she's been at several movie theaters and several backseats of the Jeep. You know what I mean? She's been in the Chrysler, the Cavalier. This is what she's been doing. Then yeah, we got a problem. I mean, if it was something where she was out with Shannon and them, they got drunk, they met some dude, and the dude, they did whatever they did, and it was a one-time thing or whatever it was. You know what I mean? That might be something that you might be to get over, maybe.
I ain't getting over it.
So this was another thing. I think
That's what I said. Men can't.
I can't speak for a woman. You know what I mean? I don't know, because then you got like premenopausal, you got menopause, and then y'all got something else going. I don't know how it works for the women. I just speak for the men. It's like what is it? If you accuse him of cheating, it's because he's cheating or something stupid like that. Like, nah, just your girlfriends that told me you've been in the Cavalier a couple of times, and I know you. I ain't cheating, but you are. So I got a problem. Yeah, tell me. I want to know. Especially if she tell me the Cavalier blue and the Cavalier is really like black. I don't know the Cavalier black. No.
She meant the seats because that's all she remembered.
That's all she saw.
She meant the seats. You are tuned into the Cooley The Gang show, episode 3, The Messenger's Burden. And tonight's episode was based upon one question. And this was something that was put in the group chat. If you discovered your friend's significant other was cheating, are you saying something? We've touched on different elements of it. Does marriage matter? Does children matter? The level of the friendship. We've touched on a bunch of different aspects, even kind of coming down to kind of wrapping it in a bow that, if she's hanging out around the way with a random, doing random things, then he or she just doesn't care anymore at that point. The professor, I mean, he's 10 toes down. He's a stone cold G. He ain't snitching, The why?
Say that. I don't want you to
tell. He ain't telling. The professor ain't telling.
I don't want you to say that.
He dropping breadcrumbs, but he ain't telling. He ain't giving you a whole loaf, but he gonna drop a couple crumbs out there, and it's up to you to loaf the bread together yourself.
Right. I'm gonna give you what you need. When we hanging out, I'm gonna say something like, "Yo, you ever thought she be doing something?" No, I don't think she doing anything for real. What would you do if you found out?
Nah, I gotta go straight home. I got check, please. I got another round of drinks. I done went home. I done rushed home. She not there. I gotta wait because the professor did already put it in my head. Now I gotta wait to get home. Now me and him ain't friends no more because she ain't came home in 2 days. Yeah.
Oh shit.
We've discussed the fracture of the friendship. You say something and, now you're the bad person. You're the villain for speaking up. We discussed that. And now, audience, is about you guys. If you have any questions, thoughts, or more concerns, please drop them in there. I started 2 comments. I want us to start kind of picking out our favorite comments of the night. I picked out mine. The first one was from Cindy. And I'll show it on the screen again. When she said, depends on the end goal. Are you squealing in hopes that the break that they break up or it's morals behind it. The friend is going to stay regardless. So just confront the friend. Now it continue. Now, if it continues to happen, then and she had a second part. I forgot to start. Sorry, Sandy. And then my second favorite comment came from Corbin Coons. Yes.
That's number one. That's my number one. That's my number one.
If you get mad at me because I told you your lady getting put through the mattress, then we probably shouldn't be friends anyway.
Mhm.
And then Linnea had one. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Now that's that's true.
Yeah,
That's
first of all,
what a boy
if y'all
really
didn't
boils
notice,
down to.
Linnea doesn't cuss. So Linnea said, dang if you do. Dang if you don't.
Yeah, so I cuss. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
We appreciate everybody that always jumps in the chat and kind of help us keep the conversation going as we come down to the end to kind of put a bow on all of this. Have any of you ever been the messenger?
No.
I've been the messenger. Go ahead. Let me think about that for a second.
I mean,
No,
I can't move
I've
on
never,
to the next
I've
thing.
never been a
What's on
messenger.
next? One of them.
Oh,
No, I ain't never been a messenger. I just been a driver.
Dang.
so you a conspirator and cheat? How the hell you want to tell on somebody? You a co-conspirator?
No, she drove.
I
You
drove
the
my.
car that you got done in the back end?
No.
No,
I
that's
took my car to go pick up the girl he was cheating on to take her to my friend.
Wait,
That's a bounty hunter. What the?
you drove the car.
My car
You
to
drove
his house to pick up the side piece.
So I don't care what Sienna says. You are the messy friend. Like I married the messy friend.
Yeah.
I married the messy friend.
No, I'm not. I'm the right. I got a phone call.
And you jump
What?
right on it. You didn't even think twice. You just I got gas.
I was closer. Closer.
Jeez.
Straight left class.
I'm done.
Woo!
I'm done
Right
with anybody
down
at the Pleasant.
to,
If you live in Pleasantville right
good
now, I'm
right
done.
down to good now. What's a good? Is it good now? Is that what those apartments called?
Good now, Paul.
Yes, over East
Yes.
Baltimore, over Northeast. Yeah.
Yep, left class Morgan went straight good now. Whoop whoop, and then drove from there straight out to security.
So Shannon has never been the messenger, but she's been the driver.
I don't think I've ever been the messenger. I was trying to play it out in my mind. Yeah, I don't think so.
I've been the messenger. That's what I've been.
Somebody
I've never
gave
been.
you a
messenger.
message.
Yeah, I've never given a message.
And then you gave up your informant.
I didn't tell.
Yo.
They saw each other. They locked eyes. They saw each
So-
other. Like,
You also haven't. You also have done the Rudy. I mean, I don't have to practice this. The professor. You have done the professor. Hey yo. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I know that's not what I did. They saw each other. First of all right. Let me. Is this snitching? Let me ask you a question. Is this snitching?
Yes. The answer is yes.
If you started like that, it is snitching.
Whatever the question is, absolutely. Hell yeah.
No. Hold on. Let me do it. Is this snitching? You and a friend walk into a store together. The friend robs the store. You had no idea they were going to do this. You're standing there. The whole thing is caught on tape. They hand the tape over to the police. You and the friend are locked up, and the police ask you what happened, and you say, well, he robbed the store. They already had it on tape. So did you really snitch? If it was already on tape, you just confirmed something they had already saw, but they knew you already saw it because you was standing. Is that snitching?
Why they asked you that if they knew everything?
It don't matter why they ask you. I'm just saying, is that snitching?
They wanted to have an informant. You became state's witness. Now you gonna get up on the when you
No, they saw each other.
When they had don't matter. When they have court, you're gonna be on the witness side and you're gonna be
I'm just gonna
sitting
say
up in the box,
what
you're
you
gonna
see
say,
on the tape.
him right there.
Oh,
That's you know, he did it right there.
I don't know what to say to y'all. They saw each other. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I didn't say any names. They locked eyes. They saw each other. I just was
I get it.
the missing piece. That's all.
Yeah.
Y'all terrible.
Now I know, said the blind man.
Sorry, boo. My bad.
So none of us has been the messenger. I've been the messengee. Shannon's been a driver to. We don't even want to know what she did. We already answered. Would it change if they were dating versus married? We all agree that married. Well, to a certain extent, the professor. You're a little more lenient on telling, a little more. Not saying that you would on the marriage part.
I don't like the word telling. Like
that's what it is. Ain't no way around it.
It's sharing. It's sharing.
Okay, sharing.
It's sharing information.
I would have a conversation with the person about
that's
life.
Cheating.
Anybody that is new to this show, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We've talked about the professor and his growth as a person. But this conversation here gives you a clear look at whoever he used to be in another life. It tells you like right there.
I just don't.
She said, I'm not comfortable with the word telling.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It just sounds like you doing something.
Is it
wrong.
Telling? Or is it telling? It's telling. There's no way to wrap telling up. It's telling.
Yeah.
It's sharing. It's sharing.
Okay. Well,
important
sharing.
information.
Well, if it makes everybody here in Tampa feel better, sharing the information. Okay. Now, to wrap this all up. And this is to decide we're going to end it. When does someone else's relationship become your responsibility, or does it ever?
Never.
Yeah, never. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't become your responsibility, and that's and that is women. Women actually do that a lot more to their friends than men do. Men generally don't do that, but women do that a lot with their friendship groups. They make they hold their friends accountable for their relationships of what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to handle certain things and all of that. Men generally don't have those type of conversations. To be honest with you, men generally don't want you speaking on their lady at all and having nothing to do with their women at all. But women, shit.
That's because we overshare. We talk too much with one another about our relationships. So a lot of women feel you keep bringing your relationship to me. You keep giving me this information. You keep telling me what's happening, what they're doing. Then you're bringing me into it. You know what I mean? You're opening that door for my opinion, for me to have a say, because every time I turn around, you dumping your relationship in my lap. Mm-hmm. So it allows for some women to feel like they have that access to have an opinion or an expectation of how things should be done or how you should handle a situation because of the access that has been given to them.
So it's like, girl, he cheating on us. That's basically what it is.
And you know what? And sometimes it can feel like that. And I'm gonna be honest, because I'm thinking, sorry, I know the mic is falling, but whatever.
You need to mute that motherfucker. You're gonna move it.
Because I can think of one friend particularly that if I found out her husband was cheating because of how close we all are, that I would almost feel like, dang, he cheated on us. Mm-hmm. Yo, he hurt us. Not my brother. That hurt. So yeah, sometimes it can feel like that. It can feel like that.
I want to ask y'all another question because we got like 2 minutes. I want to ask y'all another question.
Who puts the time on, YouTube or Mr. Cooley?
The time what on the show?
You said we got 2 minutes.
Yes, because it's 9:28, and now I'm wasting 30 seconds explaining time to you. It's 9:28. The show is over at 9:30.
Boo!
The professor and I are in Tampa. We're going to go out and do Tampa things.
And that's why I want to hold up the time.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm coming home in a pine box. When we go out any day, this mofo looks at me and says, So yo, after that show we did, yo, how you think you think Shannon is
Yeah.
you know, 'cause some of the things she was saying in there, I'm telling you, because I'm gonna put my hands on him, and I might not win, so I might be coming home. You might have to claim a body.
We
but I'm
rebuke
telling
it in the
you now, Shannon,
name of Jesus.
if anything, it's because he said something like that to me, and that was it. I'm telling you right now, because he's a funny guy, I'll give it to him. He's a very funny guy, and I have a feeling that's going to happen between today and Sunday. It's a long 4 days.
I don't even mess with that man. I don't know where he.
All right, yeah, all right.
All right,
So,
what was your question, real quick? Because
what is the right way to handle information that could change someone's life? Because
Not relationship wise, just life in general.
I'm gonna let y'all answer how you want to. Do you want to stay on the caveat of this situation or just in general? Because I just want to say in general, because if we're going to end this, I want to round it out for the people just that have information and don't know what to do with it. Somebody's got some information right now and they just don't know what to do with it. So what is the right way to handle information that could really alter someone's life?
you have to first, you can't just run off with the information. Number one, like, you got it. Oh, really? I'm picking up the phone call. You have to really take time and process the information that you received, how it will affect the person that you are presented that information to, and really dissect like how it will change their life, how it will affect your, like, pretty much like everything we talked about tonight can really roll over to any situation, to be absolutely honest. So you have to really consider every part of it before presenting it to that person, and then you have to be delicate with presenting it. Like, I'm not going to just pick up the phone and be like, girl, let me tell you what your nigga did. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? It has to be presented in a delicate way. And if it's your friend, your family, someone you truly love, like, that conversation has to be one where possibly face to face, not over the phone, because if there is something that is so damaging, they may need your support in other ways. They may need your shoulder to cry on, you know what I mean, or your presence there while they just sit and ponder over what you said. So you really have to kind of mull over every aspect of it before you just shoot it out.
And I agree with Sienna. You definitely need facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let G go, then you and I will close it out. G,
So
what's
is the right way to handle
information that could change someone's life?
So I reading it, change someone's life, good or bad. Like at this big age of 56 years old, I'm just old. So now,
Dina's in the house. Sorry.
I want you to just share. I guess if you have the information that's gonna make good or bad, like it's life changing, whatever it's gonna be. I'm old. Like tomorrow's not promised, and then I would be real upset to know I done died. Now I'm laying in the casket, and you was holding information. Now I gotta come back, and you gotta have another conversation. So,
Please don't. Please don't.
I'm old, So like I said, for me, I just want to know, like, good or bad, life changing, something you might have said might have changed my life. It might have been bad information or something negative that could have turned that into something positive. I could have been away from her a long time ago, and that would have been my blessing. So, like,
right.
I just want to know. I'm old.
Professor, what's the right way to handle information that could change someone's life?
I don't know if it really is the right way, but I mean, a conversation. I think that as people, we're too anxious to give people bad news or to tell people things that should be handled in a I'm gonna just say a more sophisticated way. If you don't have a way to do that, then you should chat GPT it or something. But I think that there's a way to do everything, and there's a time for it. You don't do it at brunch where y'all drinking and goofing off, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, I saw your man doing such, you know, that's probably not the best thing. You gotta have some tact and be open to dialogue. You gotta be open to the person just talking about their feelings about whatever's going on, and you know, your thoughts. And sometimes you don't even have to tell them what happened. You can tell them what you think and what you see that's going on as far as that relationship is concerned. And you gave them an answer without telling them, this is what I saw. Hey, listen, you're dealing with this guy, and what is your thoughts about him? And when she tells you whatever her thoughts are, your follow-up or your rebuttal could be something like, you know what, I agree with you. Like he seems like he moves a little funny. I notice how he's not paying enough attention to you, or such. And leave it like that, because the reality of it is this: hypothetically, she finds out later that you did see her significant other somewhere else. That's an easy pivot conversation, because you could easily just say, that's why I had the conversation with you, because I didn't want to be in the middle of your mess. So what I did was I wanted to talk to you about what you thought about the relationship. I gave you my opinion, and I also told you what I thought that you should do with that information, and I left it like that. That's probably the best thing I think I could come up with.
The right way to handle information that can change someone's life. Since I don't say much and everybody wants my opinion, I will say honestly, genuinely, and with the understanding in your mind, as much as you want to be considered a hero, you possibly could be considered a villain. So those are my thoughts on it. I enjoyed my time with y'all tonight. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope we helped somebody. I hope somebody got something from this outside of the jokes and the fun we like to have. Real talk, real people, real conversations. We will be back. I really need to start coming to the show with the dates already lined up.
2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
I'd like to give people a number. People like numbers, Shannon. July 2nd. 7/2/2026. I'm sorry. Can I give them the number?
Whatever.
You get real sedity when I'm not home.
No, you were sitting. You were sitting next to me 2 weeks ago.
July 2nd, we will be back. July 2nd, we will be back. Episode 4, and we are going to have some fun with you guys on episode 4. Episode 4, we're gonna talk TV. We've been diving into some things, but if anybody knows G, they know G is a hater when it comes to anything prequel, sequel. If it's not the original, G don't like it. Shannon watches things not to remember, and the professor,
you need to grow up.
The professor only believes, I think you mentioned 3 shows to me that will go down as classics on the lines of things like Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again. Mm-hmm. So we are going to talk streaming wars next week. So everybody, in 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Everybody get caught up on your episode. Whatever you watch and get caught up on it, bring it to the table. We're going to put some polls out there. And we really going to settle this thing and have some fun and have a nice light episode. We appreciate all you guys for joining us tonight. Please don't stop sharing. Not just the live shows, but share the clips, share the reels. Tell a friend and tell a friend about the
comment
comments. Comment on what we post. When we put those polls out there, like, we want to hear what you guys have to say. If there's something out there you want us to talk about, we might go back to the question of the day. I don't know. And we will be getting the phone lines back open soon also. We got a couple good special guests coming up. Mac is going to be on the show in a few episodes. Dr. Will, cousin, is going to be back on the show in a couple episodes. So we got some good guests coming up. Some really good topics coming up. And I'm just enjoying it, man. Every time we come to do a show now, like, in my mind, like my get ready music is Ja Rule. It feels so good to be back where I belong. Yeah, like, that's how I feel. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So with all that, we're probably good for another couple of months before you pull the plug on this shit, because you feel so good. Wait, sing it again, Mike. Sing it.
It feels so good to be back where I belong. Like that's really how I feel. Like, every time it's time to do the show, and all you guys that show up every week, y'all make me feel like that. So I'm really enjoying myself again. Like I said, we left the first. It started to feel like work. It doesn't feel like work anymore. I'm having fun again, and I appreciate that. Not just and with y'all too. Y'all cool too. Yeah, whatever. Y'all cool.
Right, see, right. See,
Yeah. On that note, like I said last week, we don't have any intro. So, Sienna, good night. Go to bed.
I want to say, I want to say something before you go out. Happy Father's Day. It's been real quiet out here in these streets, but Father's Day is this weekend, y'all.
Every year is quiet, but that's a whole nother show. We can do a whole show on.
But happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Fathers,
Thank you very much.
In the comments. Happy Father's Day to y'all. And Sienna didn't call me the messy friend. She said my friend is not messy. I needed to correct you on that.
Obviously, she don't know you. She don't know your life when you.
Goodbye. Y'all be safe out there. Don't do too much. I got your location. I might, if I gotta pop up, it's gonna be a problem. I got paid so I can get a ticket. I might not can get home.
All right. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Be safe, have fun. See y'all in 2 weeks. Cooley in the Gang. No outro. I just finished.
Bye.